happy Wednesday, or a different day, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching it live when I'm doing it, then it's Wednesday. So for me, it's happy Wednesday. For you, it might be a happy different day. But either way, happy day. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Jennifer, an integrative health practitioner, and I'm here to talk to you all about detoxification. So this week, I'll be talking all about detoxing your mind as a part of my 3-part training on how to detox your life. So if you missed my training last week, I talked all about detoxing your body, so you'll want to catch that. And if you like that one and this one, all about detoxing your mind, then you'll want to tune in next week, and I'm going to be talking all about detoxing your environment. So I'm going to go into the 3 secrets that you need to know about detoxing your mind. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about why. Like, why would you even detox your mind? What's the point? What are you going to get out of it? Why should you listen to me? I don't know, but I guess I'm here, so you might as well. So why should you listen to me? Or better yet, why should you detox your mind? Why is it even important? So here's the deal. Our brains are literally hardwired to look at everything, look at all the negative. Like, we're hardwired to pick out all the negative around us because not so long ago, we were living in a world where it wasn't as safe as it is today. So it was in our best interest to keep an eye out, and if there's anything off or anything bad or anything negative, it was good for us to pay attention to it because that's what kept us alive. If you didn't pay attention to it, you probably were going to die. But that's not really the case today. So today, anything that stresses us out is probably not super life-threatening sometimes, but most things are not super life-threatening. The problem is, though, we still react the same way as if it was a life-threatening threat like we did in the past. So for example, anytime that something stresses you out, whether it's going to be you're running late for work, or maybe you have a deadline coming up that you think you're going to miss, or maybe you have kids running around the house that are just like driving you crazy and stressing out. Or for me, it wouldn't be kids yet, but it would be animals. My cats and my dog. And no, yeah, that's kind of different than kids, but is it really? I'm not really sure at this point. I guess I'll find out. So there's a ton of things that we have to stress out about it. The problem lies that we react to these stresses that are not life-threatening in the same way that we would react if, say, it was like a couple thousand years ago or more. I don't really know my dates that well, but if you were like getting chased by a tiger, like you go into fight or flight and you don't care about how healthy you are, or you don't care about anything else other than getting away from that tiger. Like, you need to get away from that tiger so you can survive. So that's all you focus on until you get away from the tiger. But once you get away from the tiger, then you are able to calm down and kind of slip back into the parasympathetic state rather than sympathetic, which is like fight or flight, stressed out. So when we're constantly feeling stressed out now, even if it's little things, we never really get out of that stressed out state. So it's always there, and we're always kind of just hoping to survive, never able to thrive. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can like detox all of that negativity, all of the limiting beliefs, all of the just busyness and clutter up there, so that you can actually focus on the positive, retrain your brain, and achieve your goals that you want. So let's get into it. So how do you detox your mind? So you're going to work on those 3 things that I just said. Your limiting beliefs, those are going to kind of rule your life until you deal with them. The negativity that we're trained to see, like we're trained to see negative. So we got to train our minds to see positive. And then also the just making space for creativity and rest that we probably don't, because if you listen to your head all day, because like my head talks to me nonstop all day. Sometimes I wish my voice inside would just shut up, but she doesn't. So there's like you gotta learn how to like clear it out, right? So let's get into the 3 secrets you need to detox your mind. Number 1. This is something that is huge for me and has probably been huge for you. And at first you'll be like, why would I do that? And then you'll try it and then you'll be like, you're a genius. So number 1, take a break from the input. For me, this looks like social media and the news. Now, the news I have a hard rule on. The news when it comes to, well, I don't even have a TV in my house, but like at other people's house, like if the news is on or the newspaper, anywhere that there's like news about the world, I don't listen to it. I don't know about you, but like 5 seconds into like a news broadcast and my mind goes straight to anxiety. Like I get super anxious. It's all negative. Half of it doesn't apply to me and never will. So like some people might look down on that and say, well, you should know what's going on in the world. Well, I personally choose to only care about things that are going to affect me, because otherwise I'm just going to get super anxious, and I don't want that. That's not really good for anyone. So no news for me. Social media is a bit different because, as you can see, I'm on social media right now. I like using social media to keep in touch with my family that doesn't live here, my friends from all over, and also new contacts for my business and everything like that. So how do you do that? Because especially like you need to be on social media these days. You don't need to. I shouldn't say that, but a lot of people are on social media. But how can you set the boundary so that you're not constantly intaking a ton of social media and all that negativity from social media, but still able to do what you need to do? So what worked for me is I have boundaries on my social media. So I allow myself 3 times a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening, to check in, get back to people, do like 20 minutes of scrolling just to see what's going on. And that's it. And then other than those 3 times, I'm not on. I don't get on. And that's been very helpful for me, because if I didn't, before I had those boundaries, I'm literally like so pulled to it. Like I need to know what's going on. I need to see if anyone is like waiting on me to answer anything, blah, blah, blah. And it just made me feel like I was always taking care of everyone else, and like it was like nonstop. So plus, if you're on social media, there is negativity, and even if it's not necessarily negative, like for me, I've done a really good job of putting positive, focused like people on my feed. So that's really helpful, but it's still, social media and the news are inputs that you just need to detox from once in a while. So there's a couple routes that you can do. One is boundaries, which I just talked about. And 2 is just take a detox for the whole day or the whole weekend. Just like get away from your phone, get away from technology. Like I couldn't imagine my life without technology. Like, how would I get anywhere without Google Maps? Like, how would I ever get my questions answered without going on the internet and like Googling it? I'm not really sure, because I never had to deal with that. But there are negatives to it too. So I like taking maybe just a day on the weekend and don't touch my phone, don't do anything, or sometimes the whole weekend. That's really nice. So try it. And first, it's going to be really hard. But after, you just like, you'll be like, what am I missing out on? There's stuff going on I need to know about. And then after like a day, or you start getting into the habit, you're going to feel so free. And you can actually focus on other things. So try that out. Secret number 1. Secret number 2 is, while you're taking a break from that input, one thing that has helped me so much is reading. And when I say reading, like I love reading. I've always read books like like I'm obsessed with the fantasy books like Harry Potter and Game of Thrones and like all those kind of things. And I still read those at night. But like now, books that really help me are like personal development books, business books, mindset books, health books, relationship books, anything that's going to give me a different mindset than what I currently have. Like if you have goals and like no one in your life has really achieved those goals or not, reading is your go-to. Like if you want the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, the only way to get past those is to show yourself examples of people who like are proving them wrong, right? The only way to get past negativity is show yourself that there's positivity out there. So reading is something that is like a super low cost, easy way to expose yourself to the entire world. Like without reading, you'll really only believe in what you can do based on what your friends are doing, what your family's doing, what your people in your community, where you live are doing. But when you read, you can get the stories of anyone and everyone who's successful or doing something that you want to do. And the more you read, the more you train your brain that that's possible. Like, no more negativity. Oh, I can't do this because of blah, blah, blah. I can't be successful in this area because of blah, blah, blah. Well, if you read a ton of stories about people who have done it anyways because of those things, you'll start to realize you're just holding yourself back. Like, that's your mind. And then you'll start to learn how you can actually achieve those things. So reading, super important. And like, it's a really easy way to train your brain in a different way. So that's secret number 2. Secret number 3. Probably when I said detox your mind, what are you thinking? Detox means kind of get rid of things. So in order to detox your mind, you probably need to get rid of the thoughts, get rid of everything that's going on. Secret number 3 is meditation. So I literally used to think that meditation was the weirdest thing ever. Like, why would I just sit cross-legged on the floor for 20 minutes and do nothing? That's a waste of time. But I try it and I do it, and it's like so helpful. Anytime I'm feeling super anxious, the reason I'm feeling anxious or like getting anxiety about anything or feeling sad is because I'm just having these thoughts and this conversation in my head, and it's going over and over and over and not stopping. So what I do is meditate, and then it just literally detoxes your mind, pushes everything out, gets it all out, creates space so that you can add in positivity, you can have creativity, you can have rest, all of those things I talked about before. So literally, you can just start with 5 minutes a day and see how you do, and that's already going to give you a ton of value. Like, I just got, you probably already know, but I just got a puppy in December, and like, she makes it really hard to meditate. So I've been dropping down to 5 minutes a day, unless I can do more, but like, as long as I do that, that's good. And if I don't do it, I go crazy sometimes. So anyways, that's a really good way to just declutter from all the noise, all the busyness, everything that's going on, so that you can open your mind to your creative ideas and anything that needs to flow through you. So those are my 3 secrets, and I'm going to throw a little bonus secret at you too. Number 4 secret is my bonus secret, and that is be grateful. How many times have you heard this? Like, it's all over the place. Start your day with gratitude. Find good in the bad. All those things. But seriously, it's true. I just talked in the beginning of this video about how we're wired to see the negative in everything to protect ourselves. But if you start like choosing to be grateful for things, like in the morning, picking out 5 things that are good in your life, 5 things that you can be grateful for, you will start to train your brain to look for the good. So instead of waking up and thinking about all the stress that you have, all the problems that are going on, everything that you need to do the day, think about the good things and realize how much you actually have going on, even if it's small, and then you'll start to train your brain over time to see the good in everything. So an appreciation, and that's just like a little, like, even if it's just like, sometimes I literally just say, I'm grateful that I have a cute pen to write with, or I'm grateful that my hair looks good today, or something. Like, they're not like super big things, but it does train your brain over time. You're going to start seeing things more positively, less negative, more positive. And that's the whole point, because that's how you detox from the negative emotions and get all the good stuff so you can welcome anything that you want into your life. So detoxing your mind is super important, again, because that's how we help ourselves deal with stress. That's how we lower our stress. And if we're constantly feeling stressed, then it can have a really negative reaction. Now, stress can lead to all kinds of health concerns. Like, just all the stress creates inflammation. Inflammation creates leaky gut. And then it can create a ton of other problems with us. Like, if you have any kind of digestive issues, if you have any kind of deficiencies, it can cause you to have weak digestive system, so you're not able to absorb your food. There's a ton of physical concerns that can come out of not detoxing your mind, and that's why it's super important, why I wanted to talk about it today. So those are my 3 secrets to detoxing your mind, plus my little bonus for you. So if you have any questions, comment them on the video and I will get back to you. And as always, if you prefer to reach out to me one-on-one, you can always message me, email me, anything that you're comfortable with, and I'm happy to help in any area. So don't forget to tune in next week, and I'll be wrapping up this whole Detox Your Life series with my final segment on detoxing your environment, which again will have to do with your stress and everything, but more about not what's in here, but what's out here. What's going on in your life? What's going on in your schedule? What's going on in the people around you? What's going on in literally everything that's not in your body or in your mind? So make sure you come back to that. And yes, start to detox your mind so you can be healthier, happier, and have more energy. And I hope you have a great day.